Hey, welcome back, Tape Traffic team. This is getting started. This is probably one of the most important videos that we do because it really lays out the foundation of what you're going to do throughout the course of your career with our company. But it's really important to follow these next 6 things. They're detailed. But before I get started, I recommend anytime you're watching our training videos, just have a notepad and a pen handy because we throw a lot of information out, a lot of tips, a lot of information. All our videos are packed full of information, but you're going to get something and you're going to go, hey, that's a nugget. I should write that down. You can pause our video. While you're pausing it, you can make your note, you can restart it. So here we go. So number one, this is really, I'm going to go over 6 things that you need to get plugged into right away with our company. So here's number one, is we send out a weekly and sometimes a couple times a week an email that goes out to everybody, and that goes out from tapetrafficteam@gmail.com. So if you have not gotten any emails, send us an email so that we can respond back to you so that it gets out of your spam folder, and so that when we send that out, you'll automatically get those right to your email. You can read them, you can respond to them, but we just want to know that you're getting our information because there's a lot of stuff going on throughout the week, throughout the month, that are newsy, that might be a new person that just came on board, somebody that did something really fantastic, a tip, a marketing idea, whatever it is, we're going to send that out to you. The next thing is number 2, accountability. If you're not accountable to yourself, um, boy, we've already talked about in the very first video, you got to be motivated. You got to have something that you're working for. But then the follow-up to that is accountability. And what is accountability? Get in contact, get plugged in. If you have a sales manager that you're working with, another partner, another team of people that you're working with in our business, communicate. I love that word, communicate, because so many people don't really understand. You got to be plugged in, and you got to be telling people, hey, this is what I'm going to be doing today. What are you doing? Or this is what I've done today. What are you doing? So accountability is one of those natural things that if you're plugged in, it's going to happen. But if you're not plugged in, you're not going to be working, you're not going to have any plan of action, you're not going to be motivated. And so accountability is just one of those things that it just helps you get plugged in. So get connected to people, get connected to somebody like your sales manager that you can communicate with on a regular basis. Ask questions, brainstorm, whatever. Okay, here's number 3. Set up your weekly schedule. We do recommend that there are certain things that happen throughout the week. And we'll talk more in detail about this as we do in other videos. But a general idea would be setting up your weekly schedule. Try and do that on Sunday evenings. Get yourself ready for the week. Get yourself pumped up. Are you making phone calls on Monday? Do you have any appointments on Monday? Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are always great days to be out on appointments and knocking doors. If you're going to take a day off during the week, Fridays are great to take a day off if you're going to. They're great work days because you can make phone calls and you can do prospecting. But if you're going to take a day off, Fridays are great days. But get your schedule set up every week so that you know what you're working. Review that schedule. Number 4. We highly recommend reading books. I'm not a reader. If you look in my office, I got tons of files, I got tons of work, but I really need to improve in that. This is my New Year's resolution this year for 2019 is I got to become a better reader, start reading some materials. I've got lots of stuff on my shelf that I want to read, but read things that are going to help you build your business. All right, number 5, prospecting methods. What are you doing? Every business prospects. I don't care if you're a shoe store or a car wash. You prospect. You advertise for new customers. What are you going to be doing? What are your methods of prospecting that you're going to be doing? Let's start working on getting those things set up. Number 6, reading, videos, planning, and action. And the last word there is action. What are you going to do to get yourself motivated into action? And I love this. I talk to a lot of friends. I got a lot of business friends that I have coffee with throughout the month. One of the things that I always hear that's very common from these guys is, what are you working on? Well, I'm planning to do this. I'm setting out a plan to do this. I hear planning is great. Planning is a great word. Nothing wrong with it. but I should never say never, but I rarely hear the word action. I'm doing this. I'm going to be doing this today, or I'm doing this tomorrow. A lot of planning, but very little action. So I think that we need to move things forward to the idea of what are we going to do to get ourselves into action. Get out the door. I've always said to people, if you can go to a McDonald's at 7 or 7:30 in the morning, get out the door, go there, have your coffee. You're out the door. You've gotten out the door. That's a form of action. You're having coffee. You're getting your day started. You have your work materials. You know what you're going to be doing. You know where you're going. So get out the door. Go have a cup of coffee at McDonald's, and then start getting out and talking to people and get that action thing going. So this is our video on getting started. There's a lot of stuff here to think about.